Hand me up, man.
Welcome to the show. Let's see what has been happening in the wrestling world. Welcome to the show, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The two counts, always the best guests in Midwest. The two counts, wait time guaranteed because we're the best of the best. Need to be Ace and JR. Top shelf Tommy, we're about to start. Welcome to the two count. It's time to dig deep into the wrestling world. Welcome to the two count, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The two count.
The Two Count. The Two Count. Where comedy meets wrestling. Please comment, share, like, and start a hype train for God's sakes. And now, here are the hosts of The Two Count. Comedian John Russell, wrestling broadcaster Big Ace, and everybody's favorite heel, Top Shelf Tommy.
Oh, yeah, good Lord. I'll tell you what, I don't know, guys. It's been an exhausting week for me.
Well, that's because you're old.
I know, and I only did half what y'all did. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We made it through, and God darn it, it was a very fun Wednesday night for me up until the point where I started getting tired.
Which was halfway through dark?
No.
Which, by the way, if you guys see behind JR, that's the show that we were watching.
Yeah.
You can probably see him in the corner there every once in a while too.
Yeah.
And welcome back to Penelope Ford, by the way. She did great
Penelope.
that night.
Yeah.
Penelope.
That was good. I was gonna because Kip Sabian was down there with his box on, and you guys had texted me. You better get a picture with him. The problem that I had was he is. I mean, I probably could have just turned around and taken one over my shoulder, which I probably should have done because I was about 5 people away from him. But the biggest problem is that Ace, you've been down there in that ringside area. They jam you in like sardines.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, that shit's tight, bro. You're on laps.
It's like, dude, it's rugged. Yeah. And by the time I thought, hey, I should move over there and take a picture of him, he was gone. He was done being out. So I missed that opportunity, but I have some other stuff that I was able to record on my phone, and we'll play that as we go along here a little bit. But it was, I will say this, it was nice to be in the second row. It would have been a lot more comfortable in the first row.
That's right, Redbeard. Tommy Chillstrom in the building. You damn right. Always.
Rudy, good to see you, buddy.
They can't get rid of me anymore,
HCW,
which they won't ever do anyways. So
what now?
You act like we've tried.
I know you have.
No, we haven't.
I've seen emails between you two.
I don't email anybody except for work.
I know, right? Anyhow.
Yeah. Excuse me. Well, we're happy to have you with us, Redbeard.
Always. Always.
And
HCW, Random Thoughts, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, you guys are all awesome. I will say I was absolutely floored at how often I was on the screen with my big gigantic head.
That's what's gonna happen when you're a big old dude down in front, dude.
Yeah. My son says, "Oh, I should have switched places with you. I was on more than you." I'm like, "Well, you're the one that paid for him, so."
Oh, you're a good dad. Good dad.
Yeah. Well, and he doesn't give a shit.
I mean, it's not like we couldn't see both of you. Fucking man.
Oh, I know, but there were spots where I mean, it's actually kind of cool because it's like, of course I was on there, and then I've been watching Wrestle Talk, so I've been on Wrestle Talk.
Oh my God.
But no, dude, it's like it's the same kind of kind of bullshit some of these guys use credits for.
But here's what I told you originally with your sign, right? Say you know,
yeah.
hey Simon, give 2 count and up, right? See, you could have been on What Culture then, right? We could have been on What Culture.
Fuck
Yeah.
What
You know,
Culture.
say
So
2
here's
count
the thing
loves
with the-
Botchmania or something.
Yeah.
I'll take
So
down that ball-headed asshole. I'm kidding.
Here's
funny.
here's the thing with the sign, you guys. They let me take it down. They inspected it as we came through with their tickets.
Now, did you see them inspect anybody else's signs?
No,
Oh, that's bullshit. They were targeting.
I know they were, and I'll fill it in. There you go.
True.
Tube sock
True.
baby, tube sock boogie.
HCW, you better just watch yourself, okay? He may be the face that runs the place, but I'm the man with the plan, okay? This place doesn't run without me. Period.
Anyway, so
I keep the children's in line.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so we get down there to the chairs, and it's super close, and I was just like, but the seats are not even like, they're not even as big as your kitchen table seats. These are,
Dude, they are small.
tiny.
So when I was at Chamber back in, I don't know, whenever 30 was, we had second row Chamber, looking at the ring and entrances to your right. So like Cena was actually, if you go back and watch that, Cena was in the pod right in front of us. And dude, like we were like this. And dude, I had a guy bigger than me next to me on my right. So like I was the guy, my buddy I was with at that time. I literally, like, we were like so squished together. It sucks. It's like, it's cool for moments, but then when you're just sitting there watching the match and nothing big's happening, and you're kind of just there, it sucks.
Miserable.
Yeah, you got to be front. Like one time I had it where there was no one really in front of us, and we were right on the railing next to commentary, kind of looking at the entrance, and like that was cool. We had room, but there was only like 4 chairs in that row, so it was cool. But yeah, dude, usually that shit. And actually, I take it back. I had like second or third row where the cameras are looking at TV side across from where you were sitting. That was a little bit more spacious too. That was like a SmackDown.
Yeah.
So they obviously, they cram you in on TV side.
Oh, good God, yes. But anyway, and between my son and I, if you happen to look, we kind of have to stand sideways. Because there's just not even enough room for us to stand like facing the ring. You know,
just 2 mountain of men.
Well, I'll just say this: it was awesome to be there. I don't know if I want to do it again. You know,
right? Like you'd almost rather be like where we were for some of the other spots.
Yeah.
Where you got
definitely.
Like
I mean,
now to the flip side of that. Tina did a press box. Yeah, the press boxes are cool.
Yeah.
For the best part of that is you get your own bathroom. That's cool.
Oh,
I've done a couple of shows like that. Now the funny thing is, flip side, you look where me and Tommy sat, and we had like literally 5 empty rows around us.
Oh,
and we were able to like spread out and just relax and have fun. It was great.
Oh yeah. So shout out to Nur-D, obviously, for joining us up in the seats. Wayne Burfine, another Minneapolis-based comedian, and then my good friend Mike Friesen. So shout out to all those boys for hanging with us, along with Nick and Devin.
Friday night, First Avenue Nur-D record release show. So get your tickets.
That'll be a big one. He was super excited about that talking. And here's something that this is just ridiculous. My son went to middle school with Nur-D. He figured out after he sat there next to him for a while, and I said, "Are you kidding?" He says, "Yeah, at least I at least went to middle school with him, maybe high school." So, and then I asked him. Well, then I asked my son, "How come you turned out such a shit?"
That guy's talented. What happened to you?
This guy's got a record deal coming.
Can I?
Well, if your son would have gotten into wrestling and stuff like that, man.
Let's be honest,
man. I mean, your boy is a large dude, so he could have been one of these monster heels, or hell, even like the fucking monster good guy. We don't see enough of that sometimes, but he could have been.
He could have definitely been an Eric Redbeard type for sure.
Ooh, that's very true.
Yeah,
but,
which is nice to get to see him last Wednesday too.
Yeah,
or JD Drake.
Kind of like the Beardhausen.
He kind of looks already like JD Drake, actually.
Oh yeah, my son. Yeah,
bigger version, I think.
Bigger version, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so just as we run through the things. Oh, back to the sign. Right. So people are.
What I was going to say is real quick. Does anybody else think it was weird that we had Sheeta, Tony Storm, but then Thunder Rosa, but Tony came out after her, and for a minute there, you almost didn't even hear them play Thunder Rosa's song.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they missed the Thunder part. The Thunder, like it. It was a very weird entrance.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anyway,
but I mean,
yeah,
my whole thing is some of the, I mean, down there, and I don't know. I mean, some of the people were cheering for and stuff. I'm like, I don't get it. I mean, man, there was a lot of people cheering for Jade down there, and I'm just like, I don't get it.
It's freaking gross.
Yeah.
But also, the people who are, and again, not saying you guys are part of this, but the majority of people who sprung the money for those kind of seats are those like AEW hardcores. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like you know me, I'm down the middle. I like both. They both suck at times and they're both good at times. So like for me, the $50 we spent, Tommy, on those lower level seats that was actually ended up being perfect.
Yeah, closer to 70, but that's just because after like the ticket charges and all that sort of shit. And also, just to let you guys know again, Jade Cargill is the most dominant champion in wrestling today. So, just
very much
very
so.
frank about
very
this. Okay,
so.
Make sure you watch your tone. She might be watching. Who knows?
I hope she's watching. Learn how to fucking wrestle, Jade.
Oh
anyway,
wow!
So as we go through,
go back and like fucking go to the gym for like 6 months, and then go back to like Dark, and like do that for like maybe a year, and then maybe let's talk about a day. Like there's no doubt she's a star looking at her. It's just she's green as shit, and you can see the people she works with have to fucking struggle to get through these matches with her.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys...
Redbeard is not the Hitman. It's Top Shelf. It's always going to be Top Shelf Tom or Tommy. Okay, there's no Hitman in this.
I don't know if you guys got to see it from where you were sitting, but she clearly missed a ton.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
but
I also watched Rampage on Friday.
Yeah. So back to the sign. I don't hold it up during Dark. I mean, why would I? And so then they say, hold up your signs, and I don't hold my sign up because I'm going to wait and hold it up when the time is right. And one of the security
that
guys
was the
comes
tip
over.
off.
Well, how do I?
I mean, they were going to take it either way.
They're going to take it anyway.
But the fact that you didn't raise yours and everyone else
he says,
did.
"Let me see your sign." He says, "If you want to keep it, don't hold it up. They don't want anything that's not their brand." So,
well, that can't possibly be true because no one has to turn their shirts inside out if they have like a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt or something like that.
Sign, maybe. I mean, if you want to argue about it, it's fine. I don't care. I mean, all I can tell you is what happened to me and what the man said to me. And then after Dynamite was over, when Rampage was getting ready to start, the same guy came over to me and my son and said, just so you know, they don't want anybody recording anything. So if they see you recording, they're going to take your phone. Everybody was recording.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like
you got like the one asshole fucking security guard who is like watches Roadhouse every night and fucking just jerks off to himself in the mirror because he thinks he's badass. And he saw two giants that he could try to push around.
Yeah.
And try to flex on, so he did it. That's what happened.
It wasn't an AEW security guys because you see those guys on every show. It was the Asia security guys.
Yeah, the Target Center guys. They do it all the arenas. They're fucking shit. They're a bunch of fucking old guys who fucking do that at part time, but some of them take it way too fucking serious.
Yeah.
When I worked at the, go ahead, Tim. I was gonna say when I used to work at the XL Energy Center, like. We all had to share the same like employee locker room, and some of them were just fucking douches. It's like you're not, you know what I mean? Like those fucking guys are like, we're gonna fucking bust some people tonight, and it's just like, dude, just make sure people are safe. Like you're here to make. I mean, obviously, if something goes down, do your job, but like, don't be assholes, man. Like people just want to enjoy their shit.
Yeah.
And that guy, that's fucking hilarious. You should have just been like, I'll crush you. You and your son both
I'm
what?
old. I don't crush anybody, man.
Well, then you send your kid on him.
No, they're both gentle giants.
It would have been so much work for me to move so he could get around me to get over to beat the guy's ass. I mean, the chairs were broken.
Yeah, you guys broke the chairs.
Monsters.
How did the chair break?
It was
like
from
what part?
It was from moving. It was where they were attached. You know,
now, did the chair break, or
rows?
was it just the zip ties that were attaching them?
I don't know if it was zip. I don't know if they're attached with zip ties or what they were attached with.
So the chair actually broke.
A piece of metal that they were attached with broke. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
And kind of was leaning. I didn't break the chair. My son did. He's bigger than me.
Okay. HCW, you said something happened to you in Chicago at AEW show. What was that about? I'm interested. I'll bite.
Oh, like they wouldn't allow him to have a sign. It was about the same time JR was talking about the sign. So, yeah, Tovar, thank you. Yeah, JR did have his two count shirt on, but it's so faded out and worn that he probably should get another one.
Yeah,
just saying.
Well, plus all you could really see was the shoulders and the old gray hair.
Yeah. Because honestly, the guys in front of you are still pretty tall.
Yeah, they
were 6 foot or so.
So, anybody behind you pissed?
Yeah. So, this group of 4 or 5 people came in, and they could have easily moved this poor little girl, but they put her right behind my son. I'm like, and he looks back and he's like, I feel really bad about that. What the fuck is he gonna do?
Right.
I wouldn't feel bad about it.
And none of them said anything?
No. I heard one of them say, "Man, that's a big son bitch," but that's about it.
To which one of you? That's
probably to him. He's got a couple 3 inches on me.
Isn't that funny that the parents were more selfish to have a better view?
Oh, it wasn't parents. No, it was dudes like your guys' ages, and it was not like a little. It was not like a little schoolgirl. It was like everybody's a girl to me. It was a young woman.
Because you're a sexist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you got to do better with your descriptions. I pictured a child.
No, it was probably somebody was drinking. So
when you said this little girl, I'm like, oh my god, they put this little kid behind.
This little girl behind me, she couldn't see worth shit.
I totally.
Can you fucking sit on your knees for a second?
If it was me, I would have stood on a fucking chair.
Was she cute?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say if she's cute, your son should have been like, "Hey, you can sit here and I'll sit in your chair. Just give me a call later."
Yeah.
What's your name? What's your number? I would
wrestling
like to get to know
fans. You. Yeah, if you meet a girl wrestling fan, man, you hit the jackpot.
Well, we'll talk about that.
True? Oh,
I don't know.
No,
we will.
No, I mean, well, we won't. But like, Ace and I saw a few over at the first show. I think they weren't really fans though. I think they're just there like as part of like a group.
Okay. No. Well, first of all. Oh, you're talking ladies, good looking ladies.
Yeah, the ladies.
Yeah, there were some at the Bauhaus show, but you know what else there was? This is no knock to F1rst Wrestling at all. So I just want to make that clear. But F1rst Wrestling is definitely, a thing in the cities where a certain culture does like to go to these shows to be like, we went to this show. Right. Not necessarily because they're wrestling fans.
Yeah.
And,
it's
there was a few times. Yeah. And there was a few times, a few chants were kind of breaking out on Sunday night. Like they were trying to force the Kiss chant. And it worked once, but they were trying to do it at other spots where it was like, where the talent obviously was trying to sell this like face-to-face stare down. They're doing it again. And it's just like, shut up. And then just some of the shit there was, and I get it because it's like when I was a teenage kid, it's fun. Let's go heckle shows. But I get it now. And watching them, it's just like, man, you feel bad for the talent because they're not. I mean, I guess they're cool with it because there's people on seats there, but it's like these people don't really care about what's going on in that ring. And then it's just like, it sucks for a wrestling fan to be there and you're just surrounded by people who are fucking idiots.
By the way, how many
really
skinny
jeans, boots, and mustaches did we see, Tommy? Jesus Christ.
Too many.
I was gonna say behind me, really happy for the System and Riley Jackson getting on
Oh, you mean Drew system? I fucking messaged him about that because he liked our photo from Sunday on Facebook. So I hit him up and I said, "Hey man, thanks for the like. Also, good job on Wednesday. Sorry you took the loss. Also, who the fuck is Drew system?"
Did he say that?
He's just like, it's some jobber name, dude. I'm like, yeah, some jobber name for sure, dude. Like, they don't want to rock the system, but they can have free range Kara. Get the fuck out of here.
You know, I don't know about you guys, but you know, Wednesday night, like obviously Dark was cool because we got that local talent. You know, you got Eric Cannon out there, you got free range Kara out there, you got Jossie JDX, you get, like you said, System Riley. Wasn't Brandon Gore out there too? Did I see?
Yeah,
nope.
I believe so.
He's done other stuff though, like Full Gear Weekend. He was.
Who was it? There was one other guy that we've seen before that was there. I can't place his name right now. So it was cool. It got the crowd going, got everybody ready. I think Dynamite was great. Obviously, the Punk coming back. No one saw that coming or seen it happen that early. Yeah, JT Energy was there. I was telling Tommy, I was like, I called commentary for a match of that guy. And you're yeah, great. Yeah. He's a real fucking winner.
We've really been making the fucking headway then, huh?
I
mean, that's the thing. These are big crowds and stuff like that. And I've always encouraged people who are fans of WWE, AEW, like bigger promotions, you got to start watching some of the locals, man. You got to start going to those local shows, man. First of all, you never know who really is going to show up. And also, you don't know who locally is going to hit that next wave of national
100%.
Talent, man.
Well, then they're not going to be local shows if you don't go because they can't run it.
Exactly.
Yeah, JT and EJ Fowler. Yeah, man. And then, like I said, that punk pop was. I mean, dude, even I popped because I was like, I think we were talking about before the show started when we were all sitting in that row, like, nah, he's still fucking hurt. Or we were talking about before we even went in. I think, like, no, he's still hurt. He ain't coming back. I think that sounded bad. And fuck, bam, like, dude, that was cool. But then when Rampage started, it felt obviously people left. Yeah, there was no denying that half of that place got emptied out after Dynamite, and it killed that crowd. Rampage crowd wise just felt so flat.
Not only did it kill the crowd, though, the show was not spectacular.
No.
You know? I mean,
we had a guy debut who no one knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah, this reality star bullshit. What the fuck, dude? I wanted to jump down there and beat the fuck out of that dude.
Yeah, you got Dante and Sky basically just out there to lose the Ty and Sammy.
I mean, that was probably the best night,
and that was probably the best thing on there.
Yeah.
And then, God, I don't even remember what was the main event. Oh, we had Hook come out, and that's when that dude came out. And then we had what was the main event? It was
Daivari in Orange.
Daivari in Orange, which
cool. Then Daivari's still in his hometown like that again. Fuck that guy! I tell you, I got so many problems with that Daivari guy. I'm just kidding.
It was great to see him the next night then too, though, or on Sunday night. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Did he get the Fly Chic fly?
Yes, but only I think towards the end. Actually, you know what? That was probably one of the better matches. There's like 4 really good matches from Sunday.
Who did he take on?
Delirious.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Delirious was there. Good match.
So when we hit the intermission, by the way, on Sunday, man, like, honestly, and I know we're skipping around here a lot, guys, so just kind of bear with us here, but when we hit the intermission on Sunday, I was just like, oh, my God, we still got so.
Dude, no lie. I was, too. I was like, I was tired. Because I literally came straight home from my little weekend away, came home for 30 minutes, hopped in the car, and was up there. So I was exhausted, too. And so when Tommy was like, dude, we still have like 3 or 4 more matches, I was like, oh. Because all I wanted was to come home and chill on the couch for a little bit before I had to go because I've been gone all weekend. But it was good. It was still a good show. It was. That main event of Dante and Bandito, I mean, shit.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to just jump into that, or do we want to wrap up Wednesday? Because we did leave and we went down the lobby. We had Nur-D with us, and boy, oh boy, I know that there's people who know Nur-D, but I did not know that there is as large a crossover. I mean, there should be, because he's a huge wrestling fan. I'm sure some of these people have gone to the first shows or have seen him perform or know his, especially like the Glorious song and everything like that. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who do know him that are wrestling fans, but I wasn't sure how many people would recognize him, if you would. But being down in the lobby after that show, man, I mean, he got hit up by a bunch of different people.
While we were actually sitting in the seats, someone posted on lines being like, I think Nur-D's sitting a few rows behind me, but I'm not sure. I don't want to ask him and make a fool of myself. And he saw it and like took a picture of himself in the section and sent in. The guy ended up coming over and like shaking his hand. And he's like, oh, hey, someone here knows me, I guess. I was like, and I said, I asked him, I was like, does that get weird at times? Like, is that still weird for you that like you're sitting here and someone just tweets at you being like, oh my God, I think he's here? And he's like, yeah, sometimes still. He's like, it's a little weird still.
Before we go too much further, I also need to mention one other thing. Everybody who sat in section 138 can go ahead and shut the fuck up. Everyone is an absolute piece of shit. They just started chanting 138 like they were fucking something. It's a goddamn section in arena. I guess you're lucky you got to sit there. Who fucking gives a shit? If I hear one more person chant about their fucking section, I might just go up to the whole section and slap each and every one of them. I swear to God. Most annoying shit in the fucking world.
Yeah, not
just to get a call up from fucking Justin Roberts. What the fuck?
It got annoying. It definitely got annoying.
What's up, Jake Hudson? Good to have you here, bud.
Hey, Jake. But we got to meet a lot of cool people over the weekend, so that was cool. Hopefully, some of y'all are here.
Yeah. Hope so. Let me. Do you want me to run some of this shit that I recorded from down there?
Yeah, please do.
Thank you for that, Jake. We appreciate that.
He's at what is it, Jake Husden? Yeah, you see his name there. Just go give him a follow, guys.
Do it, everybody.
All right, here we go. Let's see what this is.
Ringside view. Here we go. Look at that bloody mess.
God dang! I'll tell you, Brody, this opening match was just so freaking crazy.
This is where you should have just threw your sign at them.
Oh,
kill him! Ah, he killed him. F you, Darby.
As you can tell, I was not really adept at holding the camera.
Come on, man. You've been doing this long enough. Come on, man.
No, hold on. Do you have an iPhone? Or do you have Android?
Man. All right, let me.
JR, do you have Apple?
I actually, I got. Let's see. Here's this. Here's another one. From that, I'll tell you, man. I thought I caught Darby rushing him after the bell. I got to make sure I got okay. And I got him standing there, but then I put my fucking phone down. So. This is when Sting came out the casket.
It's Sting.
Go Stinger! Look at that!
So is this a thing then? This is going to be the feud, Malachi and Sting.
Now let me turn that on.
Because I'm cool with Sting being Darby's little like side, like his dude, his muscle. But again, I don't know if I want to see him in like a full-blown like feud and match. You know what I mean?
Well, so
and if you do, like, it's got to be the end.
If you noticed, I don't know if you watched the show back. His one eye has got the Malachi makeup, just like Miro has the one eye that is different under the glasses or was, and so to me it's a little bit interesting. Is it like is this the way that Sting finally has to turn on Darby? Maybe.
I guess.
Hopefully.
What else you got, man?
All right.
Is that it? That's
Yeah,
it. He didn't film nothing else the whole fucking night.
That's not it. Hold on.
I have more video on my camera from the corner.
sure you
of the
probably
I actually
do,
I pulled my phone, I think, like 3 times.
Yeah, I didn't take mine out much at all. I was just
went
having
way
fun.
too crazy during Full Gear weekend, man.
That guy's back is in the way.
He was there, though.
You know he was there.
Did you see that he was there?
He was at the United Center.
He was.
He was there for Forbidden Door. How about that?
Yeah. And the last one that I took was to me is freaking crazy. It takes a while to get.
It was a pain in the ass trying to snap a shot of JR. That's hilarious. No, he's right there. I see him right now.
It's called pause and then take a screenshot.
What's this, Moxley?
Yep.
Did you get anything of Punk?
No.
You jerk.
By the way, this song sucks.
I don't like this version of it.
It's not a the version's fine either way. I mean, it's fine for like Major League, right? It is not an entrance song for a guy of this manner. Like, this guy is dangerous. He's crazy. He's brooding. Wild Thing just is way too upbeat for him. Just saying.
Did you hear what he yelled?
Something like "Let's go" or "Fuck it" or something. I don't know.
Dude, remember how fun it was when he crashed that GCW show last year?
Oh God, that was insane. Anyway, there's a guy's ass.
Wow, way to finish that one on a bright
Yeah,
note.
baby. Star of the show, that guy's ass.
I actually have
Several photos of it too. What the fuck, dude?
I expected.
Fuck.
God. Thank God it wasn't a woman sitting in front of you. We'd be facing major fucking charges right now for voyeurism and shit.
We'd
be getting canceled off of fucking Twitch.
I have 2 videos that are just me holding the phone in my hand, and it's running
Like
for
back
3
at
minutes.
you or what?
Oh my gosh.
And all I have is I'm holding it down right about where I'm like right about seat level, standing up, holding on to it, and it's just either the chair or the guy's ass or the chair or the guy's ass. And it's like 3 minutes worth.
So I hate to jump around again, but we got Free Range Kara coming out, and dude, it was so funny because there was people across the aisle of the entrance at the Sunday night show from us that had like Free Range Kara shirts on and were cheering for her, and like she came out and Tommy's just boo. But it was great when she came out here too, because he just started booing like crazy too.
Oh God, I was the loudest I was trying to be the loudest in that moment of booing her than any other moment during the whole fucking night. Because, God damn it. If you guys, I mean, just go and watch this fucking match. I mean, she's not a bad wrestler. I'm not saying that. It's the character. Where the fuck do you go with somebody who is a farm girl with the name Free Range Kara? There's nothing you can do other than regional promotions in the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, maybe Michigan, and Iowa. That's about it. Yeah. Because no one worth their lickish salt as far as booking goes will put you anywhere near a major fucking city outside of Minneapolis, maybe fucking Milwaukee, and even then, you're going to fucking lose. Every fucking time you're going to lose. It's the worst fucking character that I can think of currently in wrestling that I know of.
We've talked about this before. I mean, I think she'd be better off being called Hillbilly Jill.
Yeah. At least you got something to fucking maybe go with, you know, like a distant relative or something like that of Hillbilly Jim. That could work. I mean, in her original gimmick when she's entered the business was it was not Free Range Kara. It was Karanoia, right?
Yeah.
So at least it's a play on words. It's kind of punny, but like there's something there. You could be a brooding character. You could be a schizophrenic. You could be a lot of different things with a name like Karanoia. but you can't do shit other than be a white meat babyface with free range Kara. Because who's a bad farmer? Seriously, you tell me one person who's a bad farmer. I mean, and not like, oh, they'd have to sell real hard about like, oh, I beat my wife. I don't pay taxes, and I also steal money from the offering plate at church. Like, that's how you have to sell a bad farmer, like a bad guy farmer. You can't do that in the modern era.
Right. Live Glass, it was actually worse live.
What was?
Jade's match.
Yeah, horrible.
Oh, yeah, because they can't cut.
Yeah,
you get the one angle.
Actually, it was actually when you could actually see, and the cameras were not being kind to her angles. It was like missed it by that much, you know.
Actually, Goro, my gimmick in the Indies was I fucked your mom, Chillstrom. So it's a little bit different than white meat you can beat. But, you know, you're close. You're very close, Goro. Stupid ass. All right, Tovar, relax. Well, first of all, we all know you don't pay taxes. Everything you fucking do is cash-wise. And also your last name is it rhymes with RV, but it's not anything close to what I said it was.
Just let's not get the fans into trouble, Tom.
You're right. Who I was referring to is John Russell. He does not pay his taxes.
Don't pay taxes.
Free range is more of a stripper name.
You know what, Dan? You're not wrong, actually. So,
yeah.
Again, though, it's like I do kind of I do agree. It's hard to do anything with that gimmick, man. It's working for her right now on the indie scene, but like, cool they brought her to AEW Dark, but like,
that's also because right now we're really suffering with having a lack of female wrestlers up here in the cities too. Like, I've talked to plenty of the guys down in Iowa, and I mean, they really have the Hale sisters when Brooke Valentine's around and they can use her. But otherwise, like, who do you really use outside of just the Hale sisters? And it's the same thing with Kara. Like, right now, there's just a real lack of female wrestlers in the Twin Cities.
Well, I think what happens is anybody that's good, just like in comedy, anybody that's good moves. You know?
Yeah, true.
True. They move on to a bigger market or a place where they're like, for example, it's just like comedy. I would assume that if you lived in like the Louisville area, I mean, you can go to a lot of different promotions versus here you only got a couple.
All right.
So I could see that.
Well, and even that, like right now, you know, with just how this market is with wrestling too, you know, you can't do every one in the cities because, you know, either they're booked same nights, so you can't necessarily do, you know, one say out in Hudson, Wisconsin or whatever, and then do one across town because, well, they're the same fucking run time, and you can't really do early there and then do late over there because you're not going to fucking make it in time. And so, I mean, right now there's just a lot of things that are going on in the cities too. I mean, there's just so many promotions, but you know, it's one venue that they run out of, and it's once every couple months. So, I mean, there's limited opportunities as it is, but
this is true. He does need his lot lizards. Also, busy night when Dynamite happened too, because it was the same night as the Major League Soccer All-Star Game, which was being hosted in St. Paul, right down the road. And they were using hotels and stuff in downtown Minneapolis. So it was a busy night down there. And then I think the Armory had a show. F1rst Ab, I think, had a show.
Yeah, so it was
a busy night.
Yeah, I drove by the Army. There was something going on there.
I only had beggars ask me for stuff twice, which I was really shocked at because usually it's more than that downtown.
Oh, by the way, speaking of beggars,
are you starting to blend in with the beggars? Is that what you're saying?
Apparently.
Yeah,
like
speaking of beggars, as I was waiting outside the Target Center and before I started my walk back to my car, I saw Nick Camarado. Generally looks homeless, by the way, just to say. Yeah. He's a very nice dude, but he generally looks homeless when he leaves arenas. So, like, he walked by, like, several fans who had no idea who the fuck he was. And I go, hey, Nick, good to see you. He's Yeah, don't worry. They don't know who the fuck you are because none of those people know who anybody in the factory is because they watch the regular show. Come at me, Nick. What are you gonna do?
Well, and so we saw Kip Saban and Penelope Ford leave right through the fucking gate that all the lower level and upper level leaves through.
Yeah, they're going right
to the skywalk to the parking lot. Yeah, they were just walking through it. Credit to them. Like Kip was, dabbing fist and acknowledging people, and like Penelope had waved. I don't think they would have stopped if anybody would have been like, "Can I get a picture?" I think they kept going. No one tried.
I think they were a little nervous about I think they thought they were leaving with enough time. I was like, nope, probably should have left about fucking 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah. It's well, and the thing about it is, though, I mean, Penelope and Kip have both been up here for F1rst, and so they're sort of used to the vibe of the Minneapolis areas. They probably didn't care nearly as much.
Well, also, it's a little bit different, though, when it's a AEW or WWE fan than it is like the F1rst shows.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, not just because of who's there, but also like it's a big arena, and if you stop to take one photo, you're gonna have to stop to take 1,000 more fucking photos, and then I mean, because everybody's leaving through that way, to get out to the skyways and stuff. So
nice.
Teddy Hart, that'd be a good get, Jake.
Very cool. He's a nice guy. Very nice guy.
If you guys didn't know, Jake Hudson is the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time when it comes to Twitch. So, like I said, go give him a follow.
This was a cool match, though, to see Penelope Ford make her return to the ring and against Heather Reckless.
Yeah.
Right?
So, a very good match.
To be honest, this Dark episode was not bad.
No, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when you had it finished with a triple threat ladies match with the champion. So, I mean, Thunder Rosa got less TV time than Jade Cargill did this week. So,
right. Now, is there talk of... good luck on that. Good luck on that.
That's when you tell them it's like we're gonna do like 35 minutes.
Yeah, bro. I only need 20 minutes, and then when you go 40, you can cut it. So are they doing tag team division for AEW? Is that in the talks? I know they're doing this triple. Yeah, because I know they're doing the triples tag match or tag titles.
Trios. The
trios, whatever. Because to be honest, they should, because I think Penelope and the Bunny would be one hell of a tag team duo in there.
So I think what happens is this. I think they're not going to do it like
hold on.
In the immediate future.
I think my cat died. Look at him. Is he dead?
No, he's not.
I saw the ears move.
He likes to rest like that.
He just falls over. No, he's dead, guys.
That's how he's died.
This all of a sudden becomes a memorial service for discount.
Oh no.
I would honor your cat, years. Even though
it would be if that really happened. It would definitely. Actually, we would cut the show because I'd be crying like a baby for the next 2 days.
Yeah.
You're right. He will probably knock on some fucking wood now since I just said that.
But anyway, I don't think they do anything with women's tag until after the trios is over.
And so maybe like the run up to
Malice.
Mr. Malice,
Full Gear.
But then the other thing is that they're busting apart Thunderstorm. So I don't think that there aren't any real tag teams at this point anyway.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because they're just setting up for this Tony Storm.
I love how Kip is slow clapping his wife there. That's fucking great.
Kip was awesome down there. I mean, that was fun to have him down here. I yelled at him, "Hey Kip, do you need a beer?" And he just points to he's on the clock.
He's on the clock, baby.
That's hilarious. Hey, Mal, just so you know, I got your message. Yeah, we can do that. We actually wanted him on right after your guys' show, but he couldn't do it, so we'll get something going.
All right.
It was a good dark. Like I said, I just felt Rampage just fell a little flat.
Yeah.
But dude, the reports of like people leaving after Dynamite, I mean, you cannot say that's not true.
Well, it ends up being a 4-hour night too. I mean,
and it does, but I mean, so does Raw.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm just saying is like when you get there, doors open at 5. You get there at 6, and I'm really glad we did not try and make it through the melee of 5 o'clock open because holy fuck!
Oh,
getting in there like 5:45, perfect.
Oh yeah, there's no one in line.
Yeah, it was
We
great.
walked
Like
right in.
get some beers and some food depending on where you were. Like it was fucking
Holy
great.
shit! I'll tell you what, though, I'm over these prices for arena shit, dude. I spent $20 just for some popcorn, gummy bears, and a pop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can only imagine how much you spent on that mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese was only about like $9, but the truly extra, which by the way it was fucking dog shit, was like $12. So I spent more on a shitty ass seltzer that was 8% than the fucking mac and cheese, which was delicious by the way. So I think I don't know, just Mac or something like that at Target Center. Yeah, if you guys can go find it, check it out.
Yeah,
By
my
the way-
popcorn was stale and salty. It sucked.
By the way, speaking about the prices, etc., Ace, I watched that documentary on Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
Holy shit. If you guys have Netflix and you want to watch, I mean, it's a fantastic documentary and it's absolutely mind-blowing what these fuckers tried to do.
Dude, it just makes you want to strangle those two dudes at the end of the whole 3 episodes.
Yeah.
You just want to be like, you
not
fucked.
the Tom guy that died. Not the guy that
he
died.
knew. He knew.
Yeah,
He knew. He knew. He was just because he knew. He even said it. They showed the press conference where he's like, "Well, because of a couple bad apples." Like, motherfucker, it was like 5,000 bad apples.
Yeah, it was like almost all the bad apples.
Anyway, Tom, you got to watch it. It's good.
Yeah, okay. Lab Glass, you're not wrong. The mid card in AEW is kind of funky to follow, so it's just a lot of people. To be real honest with you,
Had too many factions still.
Still too many factions, but a lot of them end up just being more on dark and dark elevation. You know, like Dark Order or like the Wingmen and the Factory. Like those are all kind of just set now in dark and dark elevation. You're right, RVTV. I'm not really the person to talk about good mac and cheese. I fucking hate you, and I'm not going to go into that story.
You better do it now.
I'm not going to go into the story. We're not going to talk about fucking me not knowing what good mac and cheese is, okay?
Come on.
Nope. We're not talking about. We're going to move on.
Do you like Kraft macaroni?
We got nothing left to talk about.
We do. We have all of Blood, Sweat, and Beers 4, by the way. I see that the title for the show tonight is Blood, Sweat, and Beers 3, but it was actually 4.
Oh, well, I'll change it in a minute.
No, you won't.
It was 3 for us because we missed the first one.
You guys did. I missed the first 2.
Oh, you weren't at the first one that we went to with us?
No.
Yeah.
No, actually, to be real honest with you, Ace, it's been basically like a year since you and I have actually known each other, because that was the first time we met was last year at Bauhaus in person.
Hey,
check it out. Check it out. I just changed it, Tom.
Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Oh, look at that. Very good. Nice shot, JR. Fine. Do you guys want to hear about this fucking mac and cheese story? Since
Yeah.
RVTV is bugging about it.
Everybody wants the mac and cheese story.
All right. Here's the deal. I grew up as a suburban white kid who generally had to make his own food sometimes. So Kraft mac and cheese is very fucking easy to make. Now, as I got older, I know that there's better mac and cheese out there. However, I just figured Kraft mac and cheese is a good base if you're going to add other cheeses to the mix. And a buddy of ours was having a little bit of a barbecue, and so I brought mac and cheese. And I cocked off and said that it was 3 cheese mac and cheese. But everybody saw the bright orange coloring and knows that that's Kraft mac and cheese. But I did legitimately add cheddar, mozzarella, and what was the fucking other one? Fuck, I can't remember what it was. But legitimately, it was 3 different cheeses that I stirred into it, made a part of it, and this then caused another friend of ours, Nick Piontek, to berate me immediately upon seeing me. Alvin Irby let me also hear it, and then Nick Piontek, with his greatest comedy show ever at Spring Street Tavern / Club Underground, for the next year's July 4th potluck, it was the first annual Tom Chilster Memorial Mac and Cheese Contest, which I'm not dead yet, but I think if I was to have anything, a mac and cheese contest would be about it. So,
That's
Sid
beautiful.
Oxbarrel was the winner of that first one. Second place went to Mr. Tovar. And,
So wait, now did these people make actual like fancy mac and cheese, or were they like
Yes.
who can make the closest of what you made the year before?
No, it was
Okay.
good mac and cheese. Sid's, I think, was like a Gouda broccoli
baby.
mac and cheese, which was
Ooh,
fucking
nice.
fantastic. Tovar, I think, had like a or bacon mac and cheese, or maybe was it? I think it was. But anyhow, so that's been the flaw. And then every once in a while, Alvin RB especially will fucking hit me up on either Facebook Messenger or send me a text with a picture of like real mac and cheese, especially like some of like the deep dish, like just going through and you see that fucking melted cheese. You raise that spoon up and so. Anyhow, like I said, I grew up
when did you start banging Goro's mom?
sometime in like the late 80s or something. It's fucking it's weird.
Right after the mac and cheese.
Yeah, you know when the Coke was a big thing. Everybody was on it. Everybody
Goro,
was
you're
fucking
always good.
everybody.
Yeah, you know, you're always trying to throw me off. And I'm not a son of a bitch, but maybe I am. I don't know. Anyhow,
Ooh, smoked pork. Damn, Tovar.
that's what it was.
yeah.
Smoked pork. It was that was the thing. It was so very close, but I knew there was also people who couldn't have the pork. You know, like even Sid himself is Jewish, so I don't know if he really abides too much, but by food law. But anytime you're talking about like bacon or pork and stuff like that, obviously it gets a little sketchy that way. But yeah, I know. I learned my lesson. I won't cock off about it anymore. I won't try and fancy it up. I am trying to find other different recipes to be able to use and get like a good cream cheese sauce, but it's probably not going to fucking work out.
It's not difficult.
I'm sorry, JR. Did you go to fucking Le Cordon Bleu? You fucking gourmet chef over here?
I don't need to go to like Cordon
did.
Bleu to cook fucking mac and cheese, dude.
It's Le Cordon Bleu.
Part
Get it
one.
right.
So
Whatever the fuck.
when I
Boiled
part
noodles.
when I went to
Part
Brown
one.
College,
Go buy a box of goddamn noodles. Any kind of noodles works,
Yeah.
Tom.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean,
okay, I'm writing this down too. You see me fucking write it down on this fucking pad here? Okay, buy noodles.
I mean, but look, how do you
Any noodles.
How do you figure that you can, even if you change the color, even if you don't, to use those Kraft macaroni and cheese, those little tiny fucking things.
Okay,
Get
yes,
some
I got
real
it. So
goddamn
buy
pasta.
noodles, buy hearty noodles. Okay, I'm let me scratch this out. Buy hearty noodles.
30 seconds
Big-
left on the mac and cheese talk, kids.
30 seconds? Gee, okay, thanks, fucking producer Ace over here. Fuck you. We do what we want around here. JR, mute his mic. Fuck this dude.
You just wasted 15 seconds.
You wasted 15 fucking seconds of my life too. God damn it, fucking say that, you fucking words. Okay, buy hearty noodles. And what
Milk.
you want me to get some Velveeta? Okay, Velveeta. It's still Kraft, by the way. It's still Kraft Velveeta. If you want me to get that shit, yeah.
I would never suggest that you buy Velveeta for anything other than to let it harden and use it as fucking building blocks.
Fair enough. All right. So Ace, you're saying you went to Brown College and they had Le Cordon Bleu in that same building, didn't they?
They did, but they wouldn't let us eat the food. It was bullshit.
That is bullshit, man. They need a fucking good taste tester here and there.
Right? Dude, that's what I said.
Dude, look at that last project coming through with some fucking gifted subs. Hell yeah, man. If you guys want to, by the way, if you guys need to sub in any way, if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub to our channel for free. So it's part of your subscription. Just, turn on your Amazon Prime membership in Twitch. You can subscribe for free with that. And we see a little bit of the benefit. I'm just saying, guys. Help us out. Jake, we understand not everybody has money, but like I said, that's why I shout out the Prime if anybody has Prime and stuff. But
if that, or follow us on social media as well. Keep up to date. Yeah, man. Okay, so that was such a weird. I mean, it was a good match, but whatever. Anyways, so we had a good time Wednesday night. We fast forward Tommy and I. Sunday, Bauhaus, F1rst Wrestling, the what is it? Blood, Sweat, and Beer show. Now, good time. 4, yes, 4. But I'm also, I don't know, man. Tommy, I'm at a point where I don't know if I want to go next year.
I'm very torn. I'm very torn anytime F1rst does an all ages show. I'm also very torn with who they have as the newer guys in this realm, right? So there was one dude who I'm sure you saw him with the big taped up elbow. He's a newer dude that apparently has also like a jacked up shoulder because he's always coming to the ring with a brace on. Something Cooper something, I don't know. He's very fucking bland, very boring, and he's supposed to be a high flyer. It's like, dude, you are way fucking behind the curve on this one. And then this Matt Honey dude, which you finally got to see Matt Honey, the King Bee, by the way, which guess what? There's no King Bee in the animal kingdom, so this guy is a fucking jerk off. Hey, Sense for Mine, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
And again, he's fucking beyond vanilla. This guy is literally the fucking vanilla bean. He's not even like a vanilla flavoring. He's just fucking something that's existing. He's just nothing.
Long way to go.
Yeah. Oh God. And I've seen him for I've seen him quite a bit over the last 3 to 4 months, and I swear he might have actually gotten worse. And he's working with some top tier guys and stuff. But so he was kind of later on in the card, but I don't know, man. Like I get so bummed out when I think it's going to be a great card. And there was legitimately 4 really good matches on this card. And, but fuck, dude, like it was a long way to get there, man. Like that's about half of them.
I'll say the first one that Ace and I went to was awesome, I thought. And there were surprises. Best friends were there. There was who was it? Glacier and Gangrel were there.
Penelope.
I mean, it was
Someone else we don't mention anymore.
Oh, sorry. But anyway,
he's been canceled.
Yeah, that was actually an awesome match between him and Penelope.
And then got fired from Disney.
Yes. Anyway.
I mean, it was an awesome match, but now looking back at it, it's like, well, how comfortable was she really with that? You know what I mean?
Not too.
Mm-hmm. So now you're like, ew, that wasn't a good match. That was gross.
You're right. Anyway, point being, that one was good. And then the next one that we went to, because there was the big long pandemic.
Hold on. Thank you, Buttsloff, for subscribing. Sin, we want to hear about your move up north one of these days. Also, we just got into Hype Train, so if you guys can give any bits and subs, feel free to do that now. It helps us out immensely. We're already into level 2, so 22% of level 2 with 430 left. Thanks. Anyhow, JR, go ahead.
Work, and thanks, you guys. The next one that we went to post pandemic, and this is one that Tom joined us at too, and it had been going to. I thought that one was really good too. Effie versus Darren Corbin was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Danhausen showing up surprisingly was fantastic. Ethan Page was there, and I'll tell you some of the best stuff that I've seen from Ethan Page going after Eric Cannon's mom. And fantastic. And remembering what I got to see there, I kind of feel like I feel bad for him that he doesn't seem to be used hardly at all in AEW at this point.
I think there's going to be a change in some of that too, but that's beyond the point.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I hope so.
Thank you, Lab Glass.
And then for this one, I'll be honest with you guys. Thanks, Danny. Double thanks, Danny.
He didn't do shit. He's just fucking saying cheer.
I don't care. I can't see it.
I can.
I can't tell. Anyway,
no bits were given.
I'll give Dan a shout out. He's the OG of people watching us. For
OG Wicked Lester. Thank you.
He just uncheered.
He just uncheered.
He just uncheered 157. Tom, thanks.
That was Lab Glass who cheered us 157. How dare you?
Anyway, for this one, now I don't know. I mean, you guys are going to go through match by match if you want to. I don't want to tell you what to do. Thank you, Danny.
There we go. Thank you,
Humps over
Dan.
there. That's awesome.
Now you're the man.
But I mean, Dante was no surprise. Dante's there at every one of those shows, and I love Dante. But it's like, were there any like special attractions?
There were no surprises, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Everything that was there was advertised.
Yes.
So that like, and
so to be real honest though, very much pushing the mall show.
Right.
So I also feel so. And I don't remember if we heard about this or not, or maybe if he said it on our show. I don't remember. But in the ring, John Manning actually said it was supposed to happen for Nitro's 25th anniversary, but because of COVID, it's now going to. So originally, this was happening before COVID. F1rst was running this show in Mall of America. The plan was being laid. So, and it was for that 25th anniversary of Nitro. Now it's the 30th birthday celebration of the mall. Again, you think, I'd be very surprised if we don't see someone like Hogan show up, just because they're going to try to bring some of these names from that very first episode. You would think, but because of that,
nice with the mall. But
yeah, exactly. And because of that, dude, you know what though? How genius idea. The food, because obviously there's not a. I was just going to say
Pastorama.
On the floor, there's not a lot of food restaurants right there for us to go, right? There's maybe a couple little quick things, but the food courts are up. What if they do a one-night-only pop-up of Pasta Mania and Hogan's out there just fucking slanging marinara and spaghetti on plates and shit? It's like $80 to get it because, you know, that's how much he's going to charge you since he's
only
putting it on the plate.
Only if the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, joins him. If I can hear him on the megaphone, I'll be fucking in heaven. I swear to God.
You don't need to hear him on the megaphone. He sounds just like that without it.
Yeah, baby, come
on, baby, here we go, baby. Yeah, Jimmy Hart, baby. Nice guy though. Very nice. Hair like doesn't move. It's insane. We did a backstage VIP tour at WrestleMania 29 at Access. We paid to get Paul White. It's a big show. VIP and got to meet him, and then we got to do the backstage tour, and that was where they were doing Raw and everything that week. And like right when you get back where they do the interview segments back there, fucking Jimmy Hart was standing there with the megaphone. He's like, "Come on over here, boys, let's take a picture. Yeah, you want to hold it? Yeah." It was hilarious.
Dude. I like when they're actually engaged with it and like they want to be there, because there's so many times you feel like I don't want to bother this fucking dude, you know, like. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we might as well get into it. Christopher Daniels was at the table before the show, and he looked fucking miserable being there because no one.
Which, by the way, though, stand-up guy. Because I even afterwards walked by him, and I just said, because I wasn't going to spend money. I've met him. I've got pictures of him. I've got autographs from him. Mm-hmm. But I did, as I walked by, I just said, I was like, "Hey, thank you for coming here and doing this show so we could see you in Minnesota. We appreciate it."
Absolutely.
And he was very much like, "Oh, hey, thank you. Thanks for coming. Dude, cat, leave the fuck cables alone. Leave the phone alone."
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. And like, I think that's part of the thing though, is like if you have things that are, you know, you gotta pay attention to, like you get like a comic book for sale. If you're selling like the 8x10s, like a lot of people just don't want to get those that early. You know, you got to spend the whole show with it in your hand and stuff like that. It's just kind of weird. Like, so yeah. I can understand like people going back to him later, but then I felt bad because then Bandito's like right next to him as well. So,
which, by the way, first time ever seeing Bandito live, awesome.
Oh God, yeah. So we got to break this down. So, by the way, we got 1 minute left to this level 3 hype train. 12%, guys. Thank you so much for donating and give us some subs and bits, man. You guys are fantastic, and yeah, man, we always love having you guys out here. So, thank you again for supporting.
All this goes right back into the show, just so you guys know. Like, we use this for our show and to help our friends and their wrestling shows. So that's all going to good places, guys.
That's true. And you know what? In fact, actually, Lab Glass and Dan, Wicked Lester, hit me up. You hit me up as well. I'm going to be sending you guys one of their patches here. One of these sweet 2-count iron-on patches. Dan, I'm going to send you 2. One for you and one for the lady friend. And or wife.
You can iron them on, but I'd sew them on because you want them on there. You don't want to fall off somewhere.
That's true. So
I don't know how to sew. Who's Elektra Lopez, by the way? I see Lab. Should I be knowing who that is? Is that like an NXT-er?
maybe.
Oh,
There
you
it
got
is,
the
guys.
patches?
Finished up the level 3 hype train again. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you,
much.
everybody.
Yeah, send me a whisper on Twitch. I'll post something here. You guys can just hit me up. Find me for a free patch. There you go. But yeah, no, it's good to have you guys support out here. We always appreciate it. You guys are the best.
So, what was the first match at Bauhaus show? Because
That was a 4-way. Ryan Cruz, Brian Keith, Brandon Gore, and Devon Monroe. When he came out, Brandon Gore, I yelled out when it got quiet enough. I yelled out, Brandon Gore, the worst tattoos in wrestling. And it got a good cheer and laugh from a lot of people. And he was very pissed off about that. But I've also been saying this at every fucking show I've seen him at because...
But before the match got going, when he was in there and there was nothing going on, he yelled it again. And this time, like, he was on our side. And literally, he was, like, yelling at you. He's like, oh, the tattoos guy. Like, some shit like that.
Yeah, as you can't see any on me, which is fine because I was wearing my nice button up with the 2 count patch on it. But he's genuinely actually a good guy. But yeah, I mean, you heard me trash him when Bill Williams was on the show too. So I have no fear of Brandon Gore, even though he's a legit athlete.
Right. Brian Keith was probably the notable name in that matchup. Always good to see that guy in the ring. He's fucking awesome.
Dude, that's for sure.
Yeah, but winning and retaining Devon Monroe. It was a good match. It was fun. It was a good way to start. Crowd was hype. People were ready. Now here's the gripe, and you're gonna hear it from both me and Tommy. Tommy called this shit, and I knew he was right, but I was really hoping that they might not, because people's time is valuable now. So doors were at 4, shows at 5, 5:15. Not even 5:10. It's like 5 after, and Tom's like, "Oh, it's 5 after." They're starting late because look at the line. There's still a huge line of people coming in.
Yep.
And then like 5 more minutes later, John's like, "We're gonna start the show a little bit late, so everybody come in." And it was like almost 5:30. I swear, when the show started finally. Which maybe it wasn't that long, and I get you want, but like you put on the ticket, the poster online. Doors are at 4, shows at 5. You didn't fucking get there in time. That's on you. Now, I will admit, should have been 2 people checking people in. There was only 1 guy checking the names in at the door. Should have been 2. It would have gone quicker. There's usually always 2 at these shows. Kind of weird there was only 1. And it's outside. They can still see the shit from the parking lot, basically. So it was like, that bothered me a little bit because I was pretty excited about being out of there early and home early, and then that just delayed everything. But whatever. We got everybody in. Show starts. We get that first match. It's a good time. We move to the second match.
Yes, which was Bill Williams, our friend of the 2 count, either Big Cat or on this show he was the revolutionary Bill Williams, and I forgot who he's taking on. So some somebody I don't need to know about, kind of thing. Big old Big Cat picked up the win. Good for him. Also, even bigger winner in life, he had him and his wife had their second child, was born just yesterday. Stevie Floyd. Good old Stevie Floyd, born yesterday, 8/15. So big shout out to Big Cat. Super excited for you and your wife and your family, ever growing. Congratulations on that one. More exciting than the match you won, having a child.
Yeah, I would say.
I don't know. I don't have kids, so I assume that's a bigger thing than winning a match. But good for Big Cat. Again, I forget who the fuck he destroyed, but he got the dub, the big old dub.
By the way, real quick, here's a photo of Elektra Lopez.
Yeah. Okay. So after I saw Lab, I was like, "Yep. Okay, I get it. I get it." When I was cranky, Dan. Yeah, I probably was cranky.
Santo Escobar's escort.
I'm an own man.
I think they call it valet, by the way, because escort. Never mind. Anywho,
He's got all the money in the world.
you remember what the third match was?
Nope.
Was this the one that was Kara versus Sky Blue?
Probably. Yeah.
No.
Probably.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes. And this is where as soon as I hear this fucking Alan Jackson song, which, by the way, Ace yelled out, Alan Jackson is overrated during the match. You are correct. And
yeah, I got some laughs off that one. We got quiet, and I was just like, Alan Jackson sucks.
Yes.
I thought it was
but when she got to the ring, I did
after
the old.
I gave her a high five on the way to the ring, though. Two-faced.
So were you guys in the same same spot? That's a good spot.
Same spot as last year.
It wasn't bad. They put like this weird fucking bench that some dude almost fell off of 3 times during intermission to like fucking take a photo off of.
Well, they had that group. A lot of that group was there that like goes to every first show, and they have like their
first wrestling
family. Yeah. Which cool, good for them.
Sure.
But yeah, they kind of were taking over that area, that side of the area.
Yeah, they had one gal in a motorized wheelchair that they couldn't get quite up to that little or up. She got up the ramp fine. Obviously, it's not like it's her using her own power, but then they couldn't get her to get over like the lip onto the landing. So that was very awkward. Where you see people who have no idea how to move things, try and move things. So, anywho, that was the third match. Sky Blue unfortunately lost, which I cannot believe. But
yeah, okay. So real quick, you're gonna put the girl who's on TV. You're gonna have her job out to the girl who fucking picks eggs on the farm.
Yeah, because again, Free Range Kara is from the smallest town in Minnesota. Not descriptive. There's a lot of small towns in Minnesota. I know a town called Iota that has about 200 people. Still not the smallest town in fucking Minnesota.
Yeah, it's right.
Sure, there's like a town that has like 4 people,
right
but find the fucking town and just say you're from there. It's not that fucking hard.
Well,
say you're from the farm down the road. Fuck it, who cares?
Well, and again, too, we've talked about this. I think she's very talented. I think she could do some really good shit in wrestling. I just think that's not going to be the gimmick that does it. But yeah, I didn't understand her getting the win over the TV because let's just be honest. Many times, if you're going to have someone on your show who's also on TV in a one-on-one matchup on your indie show, they're not going to usually lose because why would you hurt their on-screen credibility?
Yeah.
So we're supposed to expect this local girl who can't who hasn't gotten a contract at that level yet, has only had one match that week, is better than the girl who landed a contract a year ago and has been in AEW for a year. Yeah,
the old adage: you don't have to go over to get over.
Yep. So, that was odd. I don't understand that. Whatever. Fun to see Sky Blue. It was cool.
Yeah. She's always she's very. She tried to play heel a little bit, but you can almost tell that she's almost having too much fun in the ring to ever be fully a heel, if you will, like in persona, because she just genuinely looks like she's enjoying herself every time I see her. So, I mean, it's really hard to not root for her and stuff. Sin lives in a very small town. You do. I live in a small town, 1,150 population. They're smaller around. Yeah, Glass, we get it. You live in the sticks. Both you and Sin live in the sticks. Congratulations. Ugh, you're poor. Anyhow.
So, I don't remember. Was the next match the Cannon and Corbin match?
Yes.
Which, great match. We've seen them wrestle each other before. Balls to the walls, tables, all that shit was involved. It was a good time. Yeah,
dude. I don't like when they go inside the brewery because then there's only about like 20 to 40 people who can actually see that going on because they are in the doorway of the brewery and everybody is outside. So, I mean, I guess there are some cool spots in there. I don't know. I didn't have a.
Now, here's the deal, though. every year at this show they end up inside the bar. There's
Yeah.
Eric's match always goes in there. Real quick, in case you don't know who Free Range Kara is and you're watching us, hearing us talk about her, she's currently in the match behind JR. She's the one in red, obviously not Julia Hart. But real quick, we didn't even mention this. It was cool to see 2 Minnesota girls in the ring, and it was cool to see Julia Hart get ring time in her hometown.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah, no, that was very cool. She did very well.
Well, and I like this. I like
Still
her thing being with the House of Black. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great move for her.
Okay, like you seeing it right there? Like she does that like dark, mysterious, gothy type character pretty well, which is hilarious because she came in as a cheerleader.
Yeah,
and not to get off the track too far, but the bit she did in Miro's promo was freaking awesome. That whole thing was awesome too.
I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god, dude!
He didn't. I
good.
thought they showed it in arena.
Did they? I might have been in the bathroom or something.
They did, but yeah.
During Dynamite or Rampage?
I think it was Rampage. Whatever.
Dynamite? I don't remember.
I didn't see no Miro promo, so I must have been going to the bathroom or get something to eat or something.
Right, but anyhow, so yeah, it's that basically that promo kind of teased that CJ Perry is probably going to be on her way to being a manager / valet in AEW, possibly. Who knows?
And I did see the whole report. I saw the article about
Funkley.
Lana.
See? Hold on.
Funkley.
Hold on. Lab Glass. Okay, so it's Funkley, Minnesota is the smallest town in Minnesota. She could easily be the funky chicken from Funkley, Kara Noya. See?
Or
Boom.
the Funkley Flash.
Yeah, something.
Or just something completely different.
Fertile.
Not corny.
Yeah. Fertile, Minnesota is very small. Now then, Minnesota is very small. Like, there's a lot of those fun little towns.
Funkley Cold Medina.
Like, dude, air high five for that one, fucking JR. Hell yeah, I hate you normally, but yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Anyhow.
Well, like, the other thing, too, is, like, we said this about Julia Hart when she was at the Varsity Blondes, and that's, like, we know she's got talent, but this cheerleader gimmick, what are you going to do with it?
Yes.
And they knew that, and that's why, here we go. Look at this, House of Black Julia Hart.
It makes sense when you're with, like, when you're with the tag team called Varsity Blondes to be a cheerleader, I get that, but, yeah, it's limited, right?
Right, and that's the same thing with Free Range Kara. Is like, she's a very talented pro wrestler. It's just that character, I don't know, it just doesn't pop for me.
It pops of Sodbuster Kenny J, which is old and useless.
Well, so, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I understand. Many of the territories, if you look at like some of the old videos from the AWA and like Ohio Valley Wrestling used to do this a lot too. Like a lot of them what's Lawler's Mid South or whatever.
Mid South,
yeah. They always seem to have a farm character, right? But they're never your champion. They're maybe your best mid-carder or like part of a tag team. They're not up the card. And they're not fucking more than regional. Like, they're territorial bits. That's about it.
Yeah.
And again, I've seen Kara probably since the first time I went to a Showtime Championship Wrestling show, which I went to see Ricky Norin. And literally, I've seen her since then, which has been probably like 6 years or so. And she has made improvements, but the character sucks. I would tell her, if she would ask me at my advice, I'd say go back to your original character and work hard at finding like that range where you're not really the fan favorite Kara Noya, but find your way to being like that kind of menacing, brooding character with the moveset that people like. I mean, that's the thing. You're a likable person just by your energy, but you can find a way around a lot of that shit. I'm a likable person in person. On here, complete another jackass. See? It's easy to fucking do, everybody.
Acting.
Yes. Acting, you fucks.
By the way, Lab Glass popped up Jumpin' Jeff Farmer. I don't know if you guys have seen Jumpin' Jeff. Some of the folks maybe have not. I'm going to go ahead and see about maybe just sharing this screen here.
Please do.
And
better not be your dick, JR.
It isn't. It isn't.
Apparently, it's the number one eye candy though for Lab Glass.
Whoops. Here, I'm gonna move that over there so I can see it. All right. And sorry about that. That's not what I want to do. There we go.
Technology is hard.
Jumping Jeff Farmer. Let's go now to that interview. Oh, there's Jumping Jeff Farmer. Jeff, a while back, what a match you had with Motley.
Yep. Probably the hardest match I ever had in my life. But I don't like it when things aren't going my way.
I've seen this before.
You turn the tables on me. You turn the tables in a wrong way. You got me mad now. I've stood around. I've listened to everything you had to say. I did everything necessary. But when you turn around and you backstab me one way or another, and you cheat me out of what's rightfully mine, that's when I get angry. Now I'm the one doing the challenging. I'm issuing a challenge to you, Motley Cruz. Get in the ring with me. This time, I'm going full force.
Oh, you didn't go full first time?
Jumping Jeff Farmer. Now let's go to the ring.
I was
Do I hate
curious.
that
I was wondering if the announcer had any ears.
No, man, he's a Muppet.
Did
Yeah,
you see
I
all
love
the
that old
all
hair.
the hair over the? I mean, it was yeah.
I
Dude,
just
you
love.
can see it in his eyes that he's like, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget.
Yeah, and even the announcers like, Jesus Christ. Like I always like looking at the announcers like every time like because me and Gene used to kind of break here and there when he was like interviewing like Warrior or Jake the Snake or Rowdy, especially like he'd break a few times here and there, but like no one catches it because they always like would kind of zoom in, you just barely see his face. I love watching the fucking commentators on that and the backstage interviewer because
Dude, my favorite is still when he's just in mid interview. Cut that smoking out. Dude, JR, you should just look up more bad promos that we could watch.
oh, that could be a whole fucking episode right there.
One of
I
my
mean, Jesus Christ.
one of my favorites is when the sign falls down at SummerSlam and Mean Gene
Yep.
just goes, "Fuck it,"
Yeah.
and then they.
I think we probably lost Lab Glass because he said Mandy Rose was up next, so I'm sure we lost him. But thanks for all the support, by the way, buddy. 4 gifted subs tonight, man. That's fucking awesome. But anyhow, yeah. So Corbin and Cannon, great match. Yeah, I mean, I told a bunch of people.
Bloody.
Yeah, if you aren't necessarily going to First Wrestling, but if you go to like Higher Ground or when it was Showtime before or some of the other locals around here, you will almost definitely see at least 1 or 2 a year of Eric Cannon versus Darren Corbin. And this one happened to be Darren Corbin interrupted John Madden from promoting the September 10th show at Mall of America. So then, of course, Eric Cannon comes out.
Oh,
Darren
real quick, before you keep going, because you will continue in 1 second, I just have to say this because it was very evident during this. When they do this Bauhaus show, I do wish F1rst Wrestling would bring in an actual PA. The little outdoor speakers that Bauhaus has for their house system sounds like shit. You can't hear any of the music really. Throws it off because while John Madden's in there talking, we're supposed to hear the Adele song hit. You could barely hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of fucks with that moment of we're supposed to all be like, huh? You know?
Especially if you're a F1rst fan, because he will come to that Adele song, "Hello," and it's funny. It's supposed to be funny. He's just trying to fuck with people, and you can't hear it, so that's like you kind of miss that moment. Fuck, excuse me.
And they did the whole staple gun spot, which they've done the last 3 times we've gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think last year was him and is Darren Corbin and Effie were doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the year
match.
And the time before that, it was
Eric and Jimmy Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc. That's right. I couldn't remember.
Yes,
you're right.
Mention,
Discount is going to kill me one day. I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
A lot of good spots though here. Really good match actually overall. Definitely I put it in the top 4 tonight. It was for the WrestlePalooza Championship. and Darren Corbin retained after taking $20 bill stapled to the nuts.
50.
So, yeah, some people were spending way too much money for that.
Don't cheap out on that.
Yeah, they made some good money off that spot on Sunday. I think Tommy's dying.
So while he's dying, I have found what is now touted as the worst wrestling.
Oh, hang on.
ever.
Let's finish this. Let's finish the rundown of first, then we'll get into
All right,
because that might take up the rest of the show.
Yeah, because I'm dying over here. So
And we only have a few more matches left because that was intermission. Then we come back and we had, to my surprise, I didn't know this was what the match was going to be, but very, very cool. Christopher Daniels takes on the frontman, Jassi.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude, this was I have this as my second favorite match of the night because these guys have never worked together before and they really fucking put in the spots, man. Like these guys were really going at it.
And CD still goes hard. I mean, that guy's a true legend. He really is. Hall of Famer in just the world of wrestling, period.
Absolutely.
Whether fuck any certain federation. But dude, it was great. And again, it just showcased how flipping good Jassi is.
Yes. Unfortunately, our good friend Jassi did not win. He lost. Daniels was able to hit the best moonsault ever. Still has it, by the way, man. Like I know he botched that one time, but dude, he fucking hits it every other time I've seen him. Man, he still hits it, and fucking what a good fucking match these two were in.
Yeah, it really was. It was a good match. Always a good time to see Christopher Daniels because the other thing is we don't know when he's going to stop.
Yeah,
it could be soon, and that guy's had one hell of a career. So,
also, you guys got to see him in person because seeing it on TV does not do justice. But that eye is still pretty fucked up from that Young Bucks match.
It's
still bleeding.
Yeah.
That's an open capillary, I guess, forever. They can't go in and repair it unless he wants to be maybe partially blind. So good on him, man. Like I'm happy to see that he's still out there doing that, man. But it's a crazy looking fucking eye, dude.
It's kind of cool.
It's very cool.
It does give kind of a cool look in the ring.
It's a very badass thing.
Yeah, so that was cool. We did get to talk to Jassi at the end of the show, which he totally. I mean, he saw us that we were there. Obviously, we were right on the entranceway.
He got a patch as well. He's putting on the jacket, boys.
He was not the baby face, obviously, against Christopher Daniels. So he did not acknowledge us as he may have would have if he's baby face. But yeah, we got to see him afterwards. It was good to see him. Good show. He was pumped about the match too. So and then then we had what was before the main event.
So there's two more matches before the main event. So we had Arya Daivari versus Delirious at this point. And I'd never seen Delirious before. Ace gave me the little rundown that basically he doesn't speak. He makes noises. He makes sounds. Fucking, they have the worst fucking ramp there for Bauhaus too. It's an old
great
bent up and shitty. And I literally see that Delirious wrestles barefoot, and he comes out of the ring barefoot. And he gets to the bottom of the ramp. I go, "Oh, that must have fucking sucked." And he literally turns around and just gives me like he just gives me a noise and like acknowledges it. I'm like, dude. And also, there's a couple guys who kind of fucking miss a step on that shit too. I'm like, somebody's gonna
easy to fall
hurt themselves. Yeah, because it's just bent up at the bottom and shit like that, man. Like I think it's Bauhaus's.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Because I think Cannon would take a little bit more care with that shit because he knows he can go straight to the from their little ramp area down or like their little ledge there right to the ring if he needs to. But anyhow.
Yeah, no, it was cool because I've never seen Delirious live. I've always known who he is. The whole he doesn't really speak English. It's just whatever.
From the edge of insanity too.
Yeah, but it was fun to see it live because he did cut a promo afterwards, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then
you got the "Please Come Back" chant from the audience, which is great because he did fucking really deliver. Him and Arya was a really good match. It was a toss up between that and the Jassi Christopher Daniels match for number 2. But
yeah, and Ari, great. Comes out and just rips on everybody. It was good. It was really good. And then your main event was Dante Martin and Bandito.
Nope, we still had one before that.
Oh, we had one more
we had the Minnesota Zoo Crew 5.0 with Super Atomic Thunder Frog, Big Ol' Possum, which striking resemblance to Big Cat Bill Williams, but we're gonna move on. I can't quite put my finger.
You know
on
what?
it,
Everybody said that about James Jeffries and Double J Lone Star,
but that ended up being true.
Oh yeah, it did, huh?
Yeah, and then the Funky Fox, who I also know who is behind the ass too, but I'm not going to share that here. And they were wrestling Riley Jackson, Levy Cruz, and Big Hungry Shane Black. And if you guys don't know Shane Black, he has the definition of a pencil. He
almost spit on me. I was like, dude,
skinny,
really? Super skinny. This match was most definitely for the kids.
Yes.
Very just gimmicky. At one point, it turns into and again, I told Tommy this. That there's a spot where all 6 are in the ring, getting their spots in, and the Funky what's he? Fox? He's a fox.
Funky Fox.
Because nothing about that costume said Fox. But he has like an Africa medallion or some shit.
Yep.
Because he's the Funky Fox, I guess. They're funky down there. So he's getting funky, like, music. Now, key point. This is like a Danhausen bit. This is where they should play maybe some funk music on the PA so they all... Because the whole thing is, while he's holding this and showing the 3 guys they're against, they all, just like Beetlejuice, can't stop but dancing. Next thing you know, all 6 guys are in the ring dancing till Thunderfrog kind of sneaks away to get the hammer and go up on the top rope and then does that. No music, though. So literally, they're dancing to nothing in the ring, and me and Tommy are just standing there. I'm looking at him like, why would you not just play a fucking song here?
Yeah, because even last year with Danhausen, they played Tequila.
Well, and he does that everywhere when he does these indie shows. So I get that, but it's just like, just do it. Like, what
play
are we
something
doing here?
Also, it wasn't a bad match, but yeah, once it got to all the dancing, I'm like, okay, well, we know how this is going to end. And then everybody leaves the ring. John May's just about out there, and then Super Atomic Thunderfrog comes back down. He's dancing in the ring. He's going to say some words, and then we forgot where Rennie D was in the show too, because Rennie D, he was
Iron
in the
Rebel.
one
with Devon Monroe.
No, because that was Ryan Cruz that was also in that one. Oh shit, we missed a fucking match. Shit. Fuck. There was another 4-way somewhere in there, and we missed all those opponents as well. Sorry, guys. Anyhow, he attacked Super Atomic Thunderfrog through the audience and then jumped over the barricade again to leave. JR is fucking miserable right now.
No, I'm not.
Anyhow, so that will apparently continue their feud from the last WrestlePalooza going forward. I guess they'll probably have a match somewhere down the road. And then the final match of the night, the main event, the creme de la creme of this show, 100%, Dante Martin versus Bandito. And if you guys have not seen Bandito before, holy shit, dude.
Dude, he came springboarding so hard off those ropes to the other side of the ropes when he was doing like a run across at Dante, and he moved and hit the ropes so hard while upside down that like the people front row literally all like jumped back like he was about to be in their laps because he was just moving so fast and hit it so hard. This dude was amazing, dude. Bandito was the shit. And of course, you got Dante in there, who's already a great high flyer and a hometown boy. So, I mean, it was a fun match. It was a respectful match. They've both played the babyface gimmick. They both played the respect gimmick. So it was very much a one-up each other, not like I hate you shit. It was good, though, man. It was good.
Pretty sure we had Dante's mom behind us because she was the only one that wasn't getting behind Bandito at all, which I know he's not your son, but kind of read the room.
It was cool, man. It was a good match. Man, I hope I get to see Bandito again. I really do. That dude. After that, I was like, this guy's legit.
Yeah, he again got the "Please come back" chant as well. Audience just absolutely adores him. He gave a little promo at the end, and even during the match, he was able to say Minneapolis, which many people who are English speakers naturally can't say Minneapolis. Can't tell me how many times I've had to hear Minneapolis and not want to fucking absolutely beat that living shit out of those people.
I just want to say that Tom did a very good job of recapping this show, and he actually called it straight down the middle. I thought he was going to just lean to the bad, but he did a tremendous job, folks. Don't you think?
Well,
yeah,
I do.
Because I don't remember the lineup. So
I'm waiting for the backhanded compliment here. Where's the downside here?
That's it.
Okay. So before we get to this bad promo video, quick question. Yeah. So first of all, I didn't know that was a Jersey Shore guy, so that pisses me off even more that he wasted time on TV.
Yeah.
No one. Oh, really?
Oh, so he got the hottest one of the.
I was gonna say she was that. She was.
But here's the thing: you guys remember we chanted, "Who are you?" or something.
Yeah. Nobody knew who the fuck he was.
That was edited out in Rampage.
Yeah,
really.
They edited that out.
So I was on vacation with my friends. We do this every year. We go get a cabin. A couple of them had Rampage on, so I was catching it a little bit when I would come from like the garage where we were playing bags and shit into the kitchen to get like something to eat or something. And I'd catch little bits, but I wasn't really hearing it or really watching it that hard. So I didn't know that. But yeah, everybody was just like, "This is fucking, who is this guy?"
It was.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say Lab Blast. It was bad. I mean,
it was bad.
I mean, as much as everybody loved Hook, this was probably one of the worst things that could have happened.
Yeah,
and this is where
the fucking title, which no.
And this is where you got to think: is this where Tony Khan being friends with people like this is going to hurt him? Because this guy has no fucking business debuting on a network TV show right now. No one knows who the fuck he is. He wasn't like. Nothing about him when he was on the mic that night made me be like, well, I got to hear what he's saying. Instead, it was like, who the fuck are you? Get out of here. You're wasting time. Where's someone who actually can wrestle Hook? Like, go away, guy that no one knows. For a minute there, I thought it was a fan. At first, I thought a fan jumped on stage because I was like, what the fuck? Because I don't know who he was. And it was just dumb.
Yeah.
So
his promo
dumb.
skills are, I mean, they're better than like the worst, but they're not even mediocre. I mean, they're
a little bit better than Farmer Jeff.
Yeah. But to answer your other question too, as far as Dante's brother, Darius was in a car accident. He hurt his other knee. So he had the one that was surgically repaired, ACL. He hurt his other knee in the car accident. He was there at F1rst Wrestling. He looks good. I didn't bother him this year because last year I got a little fucking drunk at the show and talked his ear off for about 20 minutes, which is not good, everybody. Not good. I'm trying to be better because I'm on this show and I have to represent in a lot better manner. So,
plus, it's probably not fun for Tommy when he goes to these shows and like he's the only one drinking because I don't drink much. Neither does JR.
Yeah.
So Tommy doesn't want to be the lone drunk in the crowd when we're like, which by all means, get drunk. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, no, I wasn't drunk. I only had 2 beers this year.
You were good.
I'm trying to save some cash and stuff, man. Like, I worked the door.
I had one non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, how was that, by the way? Did you enjoy it?
Okay.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's not alcoholic. But I'm sure you had a busy weekend of drinking with your buddies and stuff, so it makes sense.
I'll tell you what, now. Thursday night, I had 3 drinks. Friday night, I had 2. Saturday, I had 3.
God, you're a fucking lightweight. No, I'm just kidding.
I just don't drink anymore, man. It's not fun. I don't like being drunk anymore. Waterloo fucking ended it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually been going probably harder because I just know like this drinking contest with Malice will eventually probably happen. And I then realized that I have only like water, monsters, and beer and booze at my house. So I was like, I need to get more options than those 4 because too many monsters will fucking kill me. Too much booze and beer can technically kill me, and then too much water is no fucking flavor in that. So,
dude, I got one of those juice machines.
Yes, you talked very highly of your juice machine.
You like your juicer, JR?
I do.
This is how I get my vitamins. Is my juicer?
Are you gonna start wearing fucking sweatpants? Are you gonna start wearing sweatsuits and start fucking doing shopping network and be like, look, you can juice anything. Here's a
This juicer is outstanding. I don't see how anyone doesn't buy a juicer.
Oh, can we get you a big fucking gold chain and shit too?
Oh. You could juice a battery. Look.
It's amazing.
Oh my God, Ace! I'm almost never on board with anything you say, but good Lord, that was actually pretty funny, man.
Oh, whatever. You low key laugh at a lot of my stuff. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
we're gonna have
Zubas. We'll
to-
get you fucking Zuba pants, man.
There you
Fuck
go.
yeah, dude.
Dude,
Also-
you should wear that shit and do that gimmick at the Mall America show.
Yes, I was just thinking that too, because I mean, we were talking about this on Wednesday and on Sunday a little bit. Like, are we going to go try and find some Lex Luger no collar button ups? We're going to try and find those.
I mean, if I knew he was coming for sure, I would.
I think
But
we
let's
just
be
need to,
honest.
because somebody needs to be fucking wearing that shit. I mean, somebody else probably
Well,
would be doing
I was
it,
going to say, to be honest, I think a lot of people that's going to be the go-to
it's
because
going to be
everyone
a
remembers that moment. You know what I mean?
gimmicky thing. Yeah.
What we should do is dress as Hogan and somehow make Pasta Mania hats, chef hats, yellow.
Ooh, damn.
That, or I'm just going to bring a sign that says "Bring back Pasta Mania."
That might actually get you. I mean, because I think F1rst is going to try and market this thing to Fight, because that's where a lot of times they'll put some of their bigger shows on. So
That'd be interesting because I don't think they've done a live show ever yet.
no, they've only like recorded
They
their
do
shows and
replays.
then, yeah. So it would be kind of interesting if they did a live show with Fight. I don't know if they will because of depending on match quality. I think Eric Cannon wants to put out a certain product to the audience that's maybe watching at home. So
I like it. Well, anyways, F1rst Wrestling, Bauhaus, Brew Labs, great time.
yes,
Check it out next year.
highly
It
recommend.
was a lot of fun. F1rst Wrestling always puts top-notch shows on, so love them. It was a good time. We always appreciate when we put pictures from us being at their shows out, and they like them and appreciate us being there, so that's awesome. So big shout out to F1rst Wrestling. We'll see them September 10th. All right, let's end it, guys. Play this promo,
This
and
is
then we're going to get out of here.
billed as the worst wrestling promo ever.
We'll be the
Here
judge.
we go. Ladies and gentlemen, for your approval.
Brady Boone and Scott Doring.
Look at the tuxedo.
That was a hell of a finish. Coco Samoa,
Coco Samoa.
just energetic men I've ever seen in the ring today. The belts are on the line. What can I say? He's got one fall under going for him.
100% live glass.
Belts change hands here tonight. I really feel that. Me and my new partner here, what we've got going, we feel is one of the best combinations of tag teams I've ever been involved with.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's one of the
Who's that
fastest
guy?
men, one of the most agile, energetic individuals I've ever
Kind of
been
looks
teamed
like
with.
Ricky Bronson.
Now, me and Brady are going to be
Except
going
a
after
little
the
more
belts.
pumped up.
Pendleton, Washington. We got the title on the line. The belts are on the line all week. We got Pendleton. We got Yakima. We're going after the
Yakima.
Clan. We're going after Buddha Dean. We're going after Mike Miller. We
Hey,
almost had him here tonight. The Clan, the Clan jumped in there. They just blindsided us right from behind. It's
mean
not
like
going to happen. By the time
the
the week's
Ku
over, we
Klux
plan
Klan?
have those belts right around our waist. Tell them, Brady.
That's right, Skid. Same goes for here. I couldn't have a better man on my quarter. He's
hey.
he's big. He's powerful. That's exactly
got
what someone
big ears,
like me
eh?
needs to compliment myself. Let me tell you, there's a few things I don't
That
understand.
guy's got ears of a rat.
And one of them's, well, Rip Oliver can bring someone in like Buddha Dean, a flag waving commie foreigner.
What did
and
he
have the
say?
belt.
Rewind that.
It doesn't make sense to me.
A flag weren't
White
waving.
But what did he say before he had to re-say flag?
Here's the bad thing. This
Foreigner.
fucking stuttering idiot is making me a stuttering idiot, and I hate this shit.
Someone in like
This is
Buddha Dean, a
hilarious.
flag.
Here you go.
Well, Rip Oliver
Okay.
can bring someone in like Buddha Dean, a flag waving commie
He couldn't say
Foreigner.
waving.
and have the
This
belt.
was a different era. I feel like he was about to
It
go
doesn't make
different
sense
on
to
that.
me. Mike Miller, you're no better. You're supporting him. The only thing
White
American
Miller?
about you is your
That's a name.
Mike.
Oh,
And they make beer. Let me tell you, Miller, Buddha Dean, Rip Oliver, we've been beating the pants off you all over the Pacific Northwest. Everywhere we go, we've been putting your shoulders down.
Beating
1,
the
2, 3.
that's awesome.
And when you do happen to maybe come out on a fall, it's from cheating. Well, let me tell you, whether it be Pendleton, Yakima, White Swan, Medford, Salem, right back in Eugene, and right here Saturday, we're going to get you.
All right. Thanks very much,
Like I
gentlemen.
said, Don, by the end of the week, Me and this man here are gonna have those belts. Whether the other one is, we're gonna have them.
Okay. Brady Boone, Scott Doring.
Uh,
We're going
fucking
back out
Christ.
now for our second fall of our main event. First fall.
Look at her. She's just fucking stunned into stupidity right here.
she's like, why am I here?
Oliver, if you
God,
have a
she
club,
divorced her husband
a
immediately after
a
this
group,
show.
a school,
Why did you take me to
organization
that?
of some kind
Pissed.
that you want to
It's
raise
like
money for.
I had to sit through that fucking
You can-
promo.
Fucking stuttering idiots.
I mean,
like-
that was pretty bad. Yeah.
They got good
There's a
physiques
ton of
and
them that
such.
are bad like that though from those days. I mean, that looked like that was probably the mid to late 70s.
You know what we should do? We might have to have I mean, we should have like our own little 2-count pay-per-view special, like maybe like 4 a year. But I think we should do a special episode and we just roast shit like that, guys.
Oh, 100%. I'm down.
We can bring in some guests that night. We can get like Nur-D. We'll bring so we'll get that in the works, guys. And it may be a buy to view show, a little pay-per-view action, but I think we'd be a lot of fun. Here's my bitch about WWE. They misput Nikita Lyons. Yeah, that's true. So
Yeah.
I am all happy to see Sasha Banks is going to eventually make her return there, but like I give 2 fucks about Naomi. Like she's totally riding Banks's coattails.
Yeah.
Am I right? Like she's in every fucking photo with Banks right now.
Yeah.
She is nowhere near the caliber wrestler Sasha Banks is. She's loving that she's being lumped together with her right now. And it's fucking, like I said, I see people saying they're coming back, and I'm all about Banks coming back. There's no need for Naomi. You don't need to. If they bring her back, it's a straight up, well, her husband's here, so we got to keep her here.
Right. No, I think, well, I mean, Sasha's husband's there in a different role. Obviously not a wrestler and stuff like that, but like, fuck, dude. Like, Naomi's not necessarily a waste, but she's not upper mid card. I mean, she's your solid, like, mid card. She's like Natalia, right? Like, you don't want to see her with the title anymore. I understand, like, maybe she helps bring up some new people, you know, helps kind of show them the ropes and stuff like that. Like, puts on a good match because they can. But, like, you're not wanting to see Naomi.
I don't even think she's that good in the ring, to be honest. I've never been impressed by her. Day
Well, I
one
mean,
until now. That's just me.
You
though.
just
That's
remember
my
the fact,
opinion.
you remember the Funkadactyls too much, man. That's probably what it is.
No, because I actually didn't mind her then.
Oh.
I hate the fucking glow shit. MMA, hey, you don't give a shit. You ain't amazing as shit. Alexa Bliss is amazing. Asuka's amazing.
Yeah, they're great stuff, and I mean, they gotta find a way of getting Alexa Bliss into. I mean, I didn't watch Raw last night. I was busy finishing up Dragon Ball Super. I'm gonna fucking be honest.
Hey man, I've been ghosting karaoke on Monday night, so I've been missing it, and I really want to start watching it again now that we know that there's gonna be a bunch of changes. But I do think that's gonna maybe end soon, so I'm gonna get to watch Raw soon. I think again.
Oh man, I mean, you're losing a gig though.
Do you want us to call and complain about it?
No.
Man, I was going to that bar well before karaoke came in, man. And I fucking hate karaoke, man. Can you guys just get rid of fucking karaoke? There you go.
Karaoke's ruining my enjoyment.
Well, you know, the other thing too is Monday
There's no hot chicks there. What the fuck, man? Karaoke's supposed to bring in hot chicks. Where's the hot chicks?
Monday night. Monday Night Football is about to begin, so obviously we don't want to interrupt that with singers.
What do you mean? Well, hold on. Are you sure you don't? Because it's going to be Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. So that can be interrupted with any fucking thing else. Those two suck. Donkey
First of
dick.
all, yeah, you know what? Here's the deal.
I know you're a Cowboys fan, and you
No, hang on. Here's
for
the
Troy
deal.
Aikman.
No. Here's the deal. I love Troy Aikman, legend.
Mm-hmm.
Hold him close to my heart. Him, Emmett, Irvin, the trio, the dynasty. But fuck, I don't want to listen to him on commentary either, dude. He is awful.
Thank you.
He is. I won't lie about it. Now, Romo. I'll listen to Romo all day.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Jim Nance and Tony Romo on fucking commentary all day.
Yeah.
Those guys are fucking really good together. Solid chemistry. And neither one of them is fucking annoying. Joe Buck, fucking annoying as shit. I already fucking hate having him as my fucking commentator. And then you throw Troy Aikman, who knows a lot about the game, obviously. But I don't think his points hit especially when they used to do all the Cowboys games, it seemed like almost every week on Fox. Holy shit, did that guy become such a fucking homer. Oh my God, dude. It was just too fucking much, man.
Here's the thing about Joe Buck. He is pretentious. He is entitled. And it's all because his father, and I don't know if you are familiar with Jack Buck. I used to listen to Jack Buck doing the Cardinals games. Jack Buck was on par with Harry Carey. He was fan-goddamn-tastic. And Joe Buck is nowhere close, yet because of his father, he's been put in this position. It's not because he's great. And one of the biggest demonstrations of this to me was when good old Randy Moss pantomimed taking his pants down.
Yep, shooting the moon.
Joe Buck feigned the largest outrage over this.
Him and Chris Collinsworth.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. Oh, that's disgraceful. What a terrible act.
Shut up.
It's a playoff game against your rivals. You're lucky you didn't actually pull down his pants and flash the D or something.
Dude, but the thing is, nowadays they just punch each other on the field. You know?
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, because punching each other is so much better than fucking pantomiming and shooting the moon, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, boys, I think we had a good show. Good chat. We had a good week. Some Dynamite, some F1rst wrestling. Next week, boys, Absolute Pro Wrestling show number 2 in Waterloo, August 27th. That's coming up 1 week from this coming Saturday, which means the next show, Tuesday night, it will be the Absolute Pro Wrestling preview show. You'll join, obviously, us three. Our good friend Jason Prentice from Absolute Pro Wrestling, as well as, I don't know, maybe some special guests that'll be on that show. We may have some special messages sent in, all kinds of stuff. You're going to have to tune in next week to see that. But it's going to be fun. I can't wait. And again, just because I know Mike was in here a little earlier, I know Luke had mentioned that he was listening to us tonight while putting his kids to bed. So thank you for polluting your children's mind with our three voices.
In particular, very wrong.
Barely even swear this time.
Front. By the way, October 22nd, we've been talking about it a lot, but it's a show we're all excited for. October 22nd, Newton, Iowa, Madhouse Wrestling, Malice's show of horrors. Sorry. It's going down. Front row is damn near sold out.
Actually,
I think it was sold out.
Front row is sold out. And we're moving to a bigger building this time around. So guys, get the Thunderdome your in Newton, tickets.
And Mal's posted earlier this week, so I'm assuming it's done. Is that within only having the show poster? They didn't have any matches announced. Only having the poster up there, they had sold every ticket but 2 front row tickets. Is what I think we were kind of getting past there. So, and I assume that they're sold out now. So that's incredible that they had no matches booked yet or announced. I should say I'm sure they have something booked, but nothing announced, and then they still sell out the venue. Fantastic news from Madhouse. Iowa Wrestling. It pains me because it's Iowa, but they seem to be big fans of us, and I'm becoming a big fan of what's going on down there, especially with Madhouse and Absolute. So again, check us next week, man. We're going to have more of those guys from Absolute.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a good time. So definitely join us for that show. We're excited that we get to be a part of that and help these guys get ready for their big show, because they're going to use us to kind of maybe air some of their grievances with each other out. So I'm excited to see. We all know how this went the last time around.
Yeah, can I air some grievances real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Takeshka, who is behind JR there, getting the pin over Cesar Bononez. He is back in Japan, apparently. So that was his last match in the States before going back there. Grievance with him. He is a young Hiroshi Tanahashi. I hate him. Fuck him. Second grievance with you two, just because. Third grievance. I don't know. That's about it, I guess. Oh, third grievance.
You really only had
3-inch Kara forever. Fuck her.
Forever?
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's 3-inch Kara. That's what I'm saying.
That's funny. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, good show, boys. We'll be back next week. Absolute Pro Wrestling preview show. I can't wait.
Thanks for
There she is.
Get us out right now. Let's go.
All right.